You know that moment when you're standing in the grocery store, staring at the produce section, and you have no idea what to actually put in your cart? You've heard kale is good. You've heard blueberries are good. But honestly, what actually matters after 60? What actually keeps your energy up, your mind sharp, and your body moving without pain? Well, after months of digging through the research, I found the answer. And it's not what you think. It's not expensive superfoods. It's not hard to find ingredients. It's 10 specific foods, most of them already in your kitchen, that scientists have proven can protect your brain, strengthen your bones, and reduce inflammation after 60. And number 7 on this list, it's something your doctor probably hasn't mentioned. Stay with me. I'm Ellis. I do the research so you don't have to. And the reason I made this video is simple, because after 60, the rules change. What worked at 40 doesn't work anymore. Your body processes food differently. Your bones need different support. Your brain needs different fuel. So I asked one question. If you could only eat 10 foods for the rest of your life after 60, which ones would give you the most protection? Number 1, fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. Here's why. After 60, inflammation becomes the silent enemy. It's linked to joint pain, memory problems, even heart disease. And the omega-3 fatty acids in these fish? They're one of the most researched anti-inflammatory compounds on the planet. A 2022 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked 2,600 adults over 65. The ones who ate fatty fish twice a week had 35% lower markers of systemic inflammation. 35%. That's not small. And here's where things get interesting. It's not just any fish. Farmed salmon has about half the omega-3s of wild caught. You don't need to be perfect. Even canned sardines are powerful. Think of it like putting oil in a squeaky hinge. The omega-3s quiet the inflammation just like that. Number 2, leafy greens. Now you've heard this your whole life. Eat your greens. But after 60, it's not generic advice anymore. It's urgent. Here's what most people don't know. Your brain naturally shrinks as you age. It's called brain atrophy. But researchers at Rush University followed 960 older adults for 5 years and found something remarkable. The ones eating just one serving of leafy greens per day had brains that looked 11 years younger on scans. 11 years. The magic ingredient is vitamin K, specifically a form called phylloquinone found almost exclusively in dark leafy greens. It protects your neurons. Think of it like insulation around an electrical wire. Without it, signals fray. With it, your brain stays connected. Number 3, Greek yogurt. And specifically the plain, unsweetened kind, not the fruit on the bottom version that's basically dessert. After 60, your gut changes. The good bacteria that help you digest food and absorb nutrients start declining. This is why so many seniors suddenly can't tolerate foods they've eaten their whole life. Greek yogurt delivers probiotics, live bacteria that repopulate your gut. But here's what most people miss. It also has nearly double the protein of regular yogurt. And after 60, you're losing muscle mass at about 3 to 8% per decade. That protein matters. One study from McMaster University found that seniors who ate high-protein yogurt daily preserved significantly more muscle mass over 12 weeks compared to those who didn't. Small habit, daily pattern. That's how this works. Number 4, blueberries. Now let me tell you why these specific berries keep showing up in every longevity study. Inside blueberries are compounds called anthocyanins. They cross the blood-brain barrier, meaning they literally enter your brain tissue. And once they're there, they reduce oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust on metal. It accumulates over decades. Blueberries help clear it. A 12-week study on older adults with mild cognitive decline found that daily blueberry consumption improved memory test scores and increased brain activity in regions linked to learning. It's not a miracle, but it's one of the most researched, most consistent findings in nutritional neuroscience. Frozen works just as well as fresh, cheaper too. A handful in your oatmeal or yogurt every morning. Number 5, eggs. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Wait, I thought eggs were bad for cholesterol. That's fair. Let me clear this up. The research has shifted dramatically. A massive meta-analysis published in the British Medical Journal looked at over 3 million participants and found no link between moderate egg consumption, that's 1 egg per day, and heart disease in healthy adults. And here's why eggs matter specifically after 60. The yolk contains choline, a nutrient that's critical for memory and cognitive function. It's also one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, which becomes harder to synthesize from sunlight as your skin ages. Think of an egg like a multivitamin wrapped in protein, affordable, versatile, and completely misunderstood until recently. Number 6, nuts, and specifically walnuts and almonds. Here's what's happening in the research that's genuinely exciting. The Predime study, one of the largest nutrition trials ever conducted, followed over 7,000 older adults for nearly 5 years. The group that ate a handful of nuts daily had a 28% lower risk of cardiovascular events. That's stroke, heart attack, the big ones. Walnuts are particularly interesting because they contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that reduces inflammation through a different pathway than fish oil. Almonds bring vitamin E, another brain-protecting antioxidant. You know what I mean when I say a handful? 28 grams, about 23 almonds, that's it. Not the whole bag, but every day. Small habits repeated. Number 7, turmeric. And this is the one your doctor probably hasn't mentioned. Turmeric contains curcumin, the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compound ever studied. Here's why this matters after 60. Almost every major age-related disease has inflammation at its core. Arthritis, Alzheimer's, heart disease. Curcumin blocks the inflammatory pathway at the molecular level. But here's the catch, and this is why most people who try turmeric get no results. Curcumin on its own is poorly absorbed. Your body flushes most of it out. The solution? Black pepper. Specifically, a compound in black pepper called piperine increases curcumin absorption by 2,000%. So when you use turmeric in cooking, always add black pepper. Or if you take a supplement, make sure it includes piperine. Otherwise, you're just paying for expensive urine. That's the part nobody tells you. Number 8, sweet potatoes. Not white potatoes, sweet potatoes. Here's why. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at regulating blood sugar. This is called insulin resistance, and it's the precursor to type 2 diabetes. Sweet potatoes have a lower glycemic index than white potatoes, meaning they raise blood sugar more slowly. But the real benefit is beta-carotene. Your body converts it to vitamin A, which protects your vision and your immune system. 2 things that naturally decline with age. 1 medium sweet potato gives you over 400% of your daily vitamin A needs, and they're affordable. You don't need to shop at specialty stores. You don't need to reorganize your kitchen. Just swap white potatoes for sweet potatoes. That's the kind of change that compounds. Number 9, beans and lentils. These are arguably the most underrated food for healthy aging on this entire list. Here's what the data shows. In the blue zones, these are the 5 places in the world where people routinely live past 100. Beans are the common denominator. Every single blue zone diet is built around beans. Not meat, not supplements. Beans. Why? Fiber. Beans have more fiber per serving than almost any other food. And here's what fiber does after 60. It feeds your gut bacteria, it pulls cholesterol out of your bloodstream, and it stabilizes blood sugar for hours after you eat. Plus, they're the cheapest protein source on the planet. A can of lentils costs about $1. Think of beans like a broom for your arteries. They sweep out what you don't want. Quick self-check. How many times this week did you eat beans? If the answer is 0, that's your first change right there. Number 10, extra virgin olive oil. And I'm putting this last for a reason, because it ties everything together. The olive oil in your kitchen right now, it might not actually be olive oil. A 2020 study from UC Davis tested olive oils from grocery stores and found that over 70% of imported extra virgin olive oils were either diluted with cheaper oils or had gone rancid. So if yours doesn't have a harvest date on the bottle and it doesn't taste peppery when you sip it, you're probably not getting the real thing. Real extra virgin olive oil contains oleocanthal, a compound that works the same way ibuprofen does, by blocking COX enzymes that cause pain and inflammation. One study estimated that 50 milliliters of high-quality olive oil daily, about 3.5 tablespoons, provides the same anti-inflammatory effect as 10% of a standard ibuprofen dose. It's not a replacement for medication, but it's real. Pour it over those leafy greens. It helps your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins. Drizzle it on those beans. It makes everything taste better and work better. So here's what I want you to take from this. You don't need to eat all 10 of these tomorrow. That's not the point. The goal isn't perfection. It's creating patterns your body can repeat. Pick 3 from this list, eat them this week, then add 2 more next week. Small habits, repeated every day. Because healthy aging usually isn't one huge decision. It's hundreds of tiny ones. And if you're sitting there thinking, I already do some of this, good. That means you're not starting from 0. Add 1 more. That's how momentum works. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And let me know in the comments, which of these 10 foods is already part of your regular diet? I read every comment, and I'd love to hear from you. I'm Ellis. Stay well.